Hi, this is Matt Yetter with Sherlock Home Inspections. Phone number is 971-212-7481. Website address is yourinspectionneeds.com. Today's date is Friday, October 25th, 2019. The address we're inspecting today is 5025 Southwest 139th Avenue, Beaverton, Oregon, 97005. We are about to perform a video inspection of the property's main sewer line through the front yard exterior cleanout. The equipment being used today is the ViewTech self-leveling HD color video inspection camera. This is one of the best cameras on the market today. Before we begin this video inspection, it should be noted that some age sewer pipes made out of clay concrete, cast iron, asbestos, and Orangeburg may be in good working order and may never have had a clogged or sewer backup before. However, due to real estate transactions, attorneys, and lawsuits, Sherlock Home Inspections must recommend the following to meet the current codes. All sewer pipes should be watertight, made out of cast iron ABS 3034 or HDPE pipe with all appropriate fittings and couplers. All sewer pipes should be free from breaks, offsets, separations, tree roots, bellies, and party sewers. Sherlock Home Inspections recommends replacing any sewer pipe that does not meet these specifications. Here we go. We are in 3-inch ABS plastic drain pipe. We are running some water from the kitchen sink to ensure that our pipe is watertight and is going to remain watertight throughout this inspection.
Wait, you have a speaker there?
Overall condition of the pipe appears to be in pretty good working condition. We see no recent signs of buildup, blockage, backup.
That's cool.
And we have been just pretty much straight as an arrow to the road in front of the house. Have not even taken a turn yet. All we're seeing is some cobwebs down here. And so far, after about 15 feet, we are overall impressed with the pitch in the pipe. We have a real nice, strong downhill flow to the water, meaning we get to have gravity work with us as opposed to against us, pushing everything real strongly through. Really, everything is flying through here so nicely that the pipe is relatively clean, all things considered. All of the joints and junctions in the pipe, at least that we've seen so far, appear to be glued and appear to be watertight.
Ooh, nasty.
And like I mentioned, this is kind of a no-nonsense sewer pipe, just straight as an arrow. As we get to the sidewalk area, we're going to start to get deep here. We're going to dive straight down into the ground. It's not uncommon as you reach the bottom of this dive to have a little bit of standing water. It is a little bit tricky for the drain technicians to keep a strong pitch in the pipe as they're pulling out of a straight down dive, so let's see how they did here. Bit of buildup on the top right hand side of the pipe there. What do you think of that?
You mean that white funky stuff?
Yeah. Doesn't look like root intrusion. It's not really grown in a manner that's consistent with what we would see with roots, but a little bit of buildup here.
Can you tell if the joint is solid right there, or if it's separated?
Because I mean, you could just twist the camera around and...
Yeah, I wish the camera
It
twisted.
doesn't do that, unfortunately.
That would be cool.
like move around.
All we can do is look at the water flow just to see if it looks consistent with what we've seen in the beginning, and it sure does.
It's a bit more Russian.
I don't think that we're losing any at this point.
Possibly a firm coat. It seems you'd see more of a lip.
Yeah.
On both sides if it was a firm coat.
They're not using firm coats in this. Okay, well, as we hit this dive, this is the end of the long straight stretch of run, 32 feet straight ahead. We start to dive here. As we dive, it looks like what's happening is some of the debris, some of the toilet paper is just catching on a little bit of a lip at the top of the pipe there. Doesn't look like we're losing any water. If you look at the water flow here, we'll kind of note the water flow here, and then we'll look at it again when we level out. So we'll try and remember what it looks like here, as opposed to when we get to the bottom of this dive. And it looks like as we reach the bottom of this dive, they did a pretty nice job of keeping a pitch in the pipe. It is tricky for the drain technicians to keep a strong pitch in the pipe as they're pulling out of a straight down dive. So there we are pulling out of it, and they did good. They kept that pitch where a lot of times we'll see some standing water. And so there is, now we're going to be looking at the water flow again.
So now we're under the person across us house.
No, it's not quite to the road yet.
Okay.
Or at least it's not in the city yet.
And I would say that we're at least not losing enough water to where it looks any different in the water flow from what we've seen previously.
What's down there in that pipe that look different from the rest? Why does it?
That looks like a good, still pretty consistent flow with what we were seeing before up ahead or previously up the pipe. Alright, so we level out. We are going to be heading under or towards the roadway here any second. Here's our first turn that we've taken.
Oh, well, that's nice. It's a bit deeper.
The pipe does a little bit of leveling as we take this turn, and again, that's pretty consistent with what we see. A little bit of standing water, a little bit of pipe leveling, and what we're hoping is as soon as we hit the city branch pipe here, we're going to turn and pick back up, and sure enough, it looks like we drop into it, and away we go. So not too bad, very, very minor, but at around, let's call it 42 feet, we're going to transition into a much larger pipe here.
It's big.
This is a city branch pipe, but technically, even though we are in city branch piping, all of this will be buyer-owner responsibility. This looks like a big, large cast iron pipe.
Ugh. Right in the camera.
We're going to transition again to concrete at 49 feet. The concrete pipe is really the only pipe that we've seen so far that's showing the aging and wear at the joints, junctions in the pipe. For the most part, everything looked like pretty good condition. So we're certainly seeing aging and wear here. So because of this older section of run, it wouldn't be a bad idea as a precaution to keep an eye on the pipe. So we'd recommend having a sewer scope performed every 2 to 3 years, something like that. Just keeping an eye on this older section.
What's that?
It's
Appears to be significantly older than the plastic pipe coming from the house and the cast iron pipe.
So we're projecting a drop? Another one?
We're dropping again, yep. Just like Pirates of the Caribbean at Disneyland.
And taking an even steeper.
Here we go again.
I hope there isn't still water.
And we still have pretty consistent flow. We're going to drop in right on top of the city lateral at around 63 feet. So this would be the end officially of buyer-owner responsibility, 63 feet away from the house. So we started in a 3-inch ABS plastic. We transitioned to cast iron. We transitioned again to concrete, and we dropped into the city lateral at 63 feet. Overall condition of the pipe, if you take a snapshot of the property currently today, appears to be in working condition and passes inspection. I'm going to turn off the microphone for the pullback, but keep the camera rolling for a second. Look at everything. So it's plastic piping into cast iron piping into concrete piping into the city lateral at 63 feet. This is the large lateral pipe running through the middle of the road out there. This is the pipe that the homes in the neighborhood, or at least the homes on the street, are tying into. And the overall condition of the pipe does appear to be in working condition and passes inspection. And because of the overall age of some of the older sections of concrete piping, wouldn't be a bad idea as precaution to keep an eye on things and having a sewer scope performed every 2 to 3 years, something like that, to keep an eye on things.